It is Saturday. We're live and we are bad. How's everybody doing? There's no one in here. That's fine. I'm sure you guys all have something better to do with your Saturday, which is forgivable. I do not blame you there. I would probably be doing something better with my Saturday too, but I'm tired and disgruntled. A bit of a curmudgeon, if you will. You know, everybody's a little different, I guess. How much can a first responder garage is in the chat? Unfinished project saying battling against Bucks live. Oh, there's never been a battle. I'm battling between these matches in the wind. First responder garage, how are you, brother? How's it going over yonder? Unfinished project, how are you, man? You're not working right now? Let's try this one more time. What have I missed, guys? I missed last Sunday. I was trying to make up for that. It was quite the Sunday. I was able to get out to Hubie's. I got a little bit of business done, and then I went to the zoo with the family. And it being up in LA, the LA Zoo, it took me a while to get back down here. So I didn't end up doing a live stream. I was pretty out of it. I got back here around 8 o'clock my time, which is about 11. $100 week? That sounds about right. Work is endless when you do your kind of work, man. Work is endless when you do your kind of work. I don't know how many hours I put in. Maybe 60 something, which ain't horrible, but it's not the work that gets me. It's always the traffic and everything around it, you know. It kind of, you know, trying to take care of myself in the middle of all the work. That's a hard part. Terrence Seymour's in the chat. Howdy, Terrence. Mr. Greaves, how are you, brother? How's it down in Kiwi land? Cousin Mike, Landon Custom Classics, is in the chat. Howdy, Mike. Unfinished is saying average 14, 16 yesterday. Yeah, that'll do it. I wouldn't mind it if it weren't such a pain in the ass to keep up with everything else, you know what I mean? It's just, I spend about that much on work between getting ready, driving there, driving back, you know what I mean? So it's like, why not? Why not? But yeah, it was kind of a hectic week. Last weekend was busy. You know, I haven't had too much time off at all, so it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. And I was supposed to be working 6 days this week, but because we built enough chassis at work, we got today off, so I'll take it. Terrence Seymour saying, we're good, brother. Just been cutting and stacking firewood for next winter. Went for a good cruise in the Chrysler yesterday with a cigar, too. So that was cool. Yeah, you got to, every now and then, you know what I mean? It's nice to have something, right? Cousin Mike saying, FRG, we need to get Rhea in here and make it a party. Unfinished project saying, I like my job, but once the house is paid, I might change up my schedule. Yeah, I feel you there, man. I don't know. Like I said, I like my job. It's nice working in one place. It's nice working indoors. You know, I can imagine that adds a lot to your work, is just being out there in the elements. But yeah. Well, like I said, I got a good few more years of hustling until I can consider such things. Damien's gearing up for the 413 build. I have not kept up with anybody's videos You know, normally I catch some of them or a couple shorts or something, but I have barely been on YouTube. And I think I uploaded one short this week, and it was just me miserable getting to work. but I need to catch up on that. A 413 sounds pretty damn cool. Contemplating turbos for the Durango. It's not fast enough. Unfinished is saying I missed my old 11 on, 3 off. Damn, son. That's that's a schedule. Eighth mile video coming soon. I'll have to check it out. I got to catch up. Cousin Mike's saying I've been on like 9 years straight. Yeah, you're always working, man. For me, it's not, it's not too bad. I'm just doing shop work. It's not too crazy. Nowadays, it's not even dirty anymore, so it's like, all right. It's time consuming. That's all it is, you know what I mean? Traffic gets me. Trying to keep up with everything. Trying to keep myself fed. Because I'm that kind of ass that'll forget, not forget, but just neglect eating. Because Mike's saying it sucks when you want to go back to the military to work less. Get to wait around a little bit. It's the whole thing with them, right? Hurry up and wait. Oh, come on. Cheap ass matches. Give me some matches to match the cigar. Cheap ass matches. Cousin Mike saying what Landon said. Yeah, first responder, you work a bunch too, man. All those overnights and shit. I know you get a few days off, right? But you don't really allow yourself that. You're either in the shop or you're either saving lives or saving cars. Which is rad. I mean, that's cool. If you can stay on it, stay on it. I don't know if I got that hustle in me, but I'd sure as hell like to try, I guess. Sure as hell like to try. Amy, the truck's running really well. She's I've been putting miles on her every day, freeway miles, traffic, everything else. And she's been holding up really well. Start her up for you. Don't act up. Not on camera. You do not act up. She's cold still. But she's running really well. Cousin Mike's saying you have a vacuum leak. The hum of a V8, yeah, exactly. She's real smooth. It's a whole different beast than that 6-cylinder, that's for sure. But she's been running well. It's a lot easier to drive with the more power. The new transmission, the SM420 new transmission, is pretty great. I've been enjoying it. I've been really enjoying it, man. The truck's, like I said, it's always my mobile happy place, so it's kind of cool to get into the damn thing and use it every day. Terrence Seymour saying, yeah, working for the Defense Force, I got over 60 days off a year with weekends on top of that. I only had to work 6 or 7 weekends a year. That's pretty badass, man. Spencer's Drink Reviews and Chugs is in the chat. Howdy, Spencer. Cousin Mike saying I couldn't hear a vacuum leak over the ringing in my ear. Got the bursitis. Cousin Mike's got that bursitis. First Responder Garage is bringing up a great point. He's saying you got a lot of real estate under that hood for some boost. I would love to, man, honestly. And then, you got those crazy, funky louvers on my grill. They'd be perfect, perfect for, drawing air in. it's kind of made for it. But I don't know. I'm reluctant to do anything real crazy. I would want to build another V8 bottom up. I worry about a stock rotating assembly. And I don't know if that's paranoia. You know, it's a 4-bolt main. It's a truck motor. It'd probably stand up to whatever I threw at it. But in the same breath, you know, I would want something that was kind of built for purpose. Tinnitus. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I'm retarded. Bless my heart. The Spencer's doing good. I'm doing well, man. Just hanging out. I was sitting here on a random random Saturday, and I was just about to, puff some of my cigar. I was like, you know what? Why don't I just get in the truck and do a little live stream? I didn't do one last Sunday, so it'd be kind of cool to catch up with everybody. First responders saying, I'm specking out the turbos now. They're cheap. When I spent in exhaust, they could have had turbos. I believe it. Some of that stuff's really not too bad. You know, it's fairly affordable. Terrence saying I have cicadas in my head 24/7 with tinnitus. That's believable. You shoot all those crazy big guns too. You're all like, I don't know. My eyes are pretty bad. My hearing's pretty bad. I'm just not aging well, I guess. It wasn't firing any weapons for me. It was just standing in front of a speaker doing security all those years. It was too cool for earplugs. Too cool for earplugs indeed. But yeah, some turbos would be pretty great. And again, I don't know if I'm paranoid about the bottom end, but that's kind of what makes me hold back from wanting to go crazy on this engine, because I feel like otherwise it'd probably be a pretty good candidate. It'd be pretty damn cool. Make sure I'm on live chat and get everybody's messages. Whoa. This thing's spinning around everywhere. Whew. First Responder Garage is saying Firehouse Super is ready. I'll be back. I'll keep you playing. Right on, man. Don't let me distract you from saving anybody. Yeah, just hanging out over here. Nothing to it. Working. Truck's been running well, which, probably shouldn't be a surprise. No, it's, I'm happy. I need to rebuild that Q-Jet still. I've been saying that for a few months. I think I'll finally do it. I should be working on this thing instead of running my mouth, but again, I felt kind of bad for missing last Sunday, so I figured a live stream was due. I'll still do tomorrow night, but I figured, just pop in here for a little bit. See how everybody's doing. Again, I'm sure everybody's got something better to do with their Saturday, but just the same, I like to check in. Make sure everybody's doing all right. Don't want you to miss anything in this incredibly eventful existence I got over here. Oh, man. I need to do a couple videos, too. I probably should do them before it gets too dark. Got to, folks have sent me some stuff. I got to thank them. Olive sent me a new old stock head gasket for the Slant 6. And my dad saw the box for this. Didn't check to see if there was anything in it. And he threw it away. And if you guys have ever looked to try to find a steel shim head gasket for a Slant 6, you know how impossible they are to find. So I had to dig through a damn dumpster to find my head gasket. And my dad's lucky he's not any younger. Tell you what. Buzz. What the hell's that? I had to turn that off. Cousin Mike saying next week I got to get something figured out with my back pain. What's going on with your back, man? Just the same thing? You were saying you were taking less medication. Yeah, Terrence, I was pissed, man. I came back and the box was gone. I'm like, oh, maybe he took it out. Maybe he was tired of looking at the box. He just threw the damn thing away. He didn't even look. The guy's oblivious. Bless his heart, though. Bless his heart, though. Cousin Mike saying he quit taking his meds because of side effects. I believe you, man. That stuff's not, you know what I mean? Pain is gnarly. Obviously, it's almost impossible to cope with chronic pain like that. But the medication's not easy on your body either. You know what I mean? It's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing. So I could imagine that's kind of a strange situation to be in, man. But you're feeling all right, right? I mean, it's not too bad. Not too bad, right? I would hope so. This live stream is sponsored by Rich 220 Automotive Restoration. Oh, man. I'm an ass. But yeah, not much YouTubing. I've had a few videos I've been wanting to do for a couple weeks, and I haven't been able to get to them. And I probably should be doing that now, but just figured I'd take a second, burn one, and just not do anything productive for a little while. I figured that might be a good plan of action. Terrence saying love the stirring. I'm an ass. I'm an ass of a man, Terrence. I should stay in the house. I should not be speaking on the internet. In fact, if there was a cave, a semi, accommodating cave, I probably should just go live in that. But, that'd be kind of cool. A cave big enough to park the truck in. That'd be pretty badass. That would be pretty badass. Terrence saying, you and me both, bro. It's best I don't speak. You never got anything negative to say to me, man. At least I don't think you do. I don't know. I'm just cruising. Just cruising. A very, very mellow Saturday, which I'm grateful for. Last Saturday, I was going through my storage and digging out this stupid electric organ I decided to keep. Why? I don't know. Why, Ari? Why did you need that? Why did you think you needed that? So I had to go through my entire storage, dig that thing out, make more space, and I still barely got room for my damn toolboxes. Parents are saying I'm family. That's not good, man. That means you ignore me. You see me on the holidays. But yeah, stupid electric organ. Still got to get rid of a damn piano. And then, after I get rid of the piano, I will finally have room for my toolboxes. Because at this new job, I don't need my toolbox, which is weird. But they provide tools, so it's like, all right. I can't complain. Hell, they even order tools when I ask for them. I was honestly astonished. It's a weird change from having to scrape by and get everything you need to get a job done versus a company providing what you need to get the job done. But Cousin Mike saying you just need batteries now and a Tesla. Basically, shit. No, it's we got a bunch of nice tools. Because when they first started assembling vehicles, the company bought like these Snap-on tool sets. I don't know if it's something they sell all at once or if someone had, chosen which tools they thought they would need. But there's a bunch of Snap-on tools, and what they kind of supplement the Snap-on tools with, because they go missing. How I don't know how they go missing, but they kind of supplement the Snap-on tools with what's that brand, Nieco and stuff. They're good tools though. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not picky, and they got a lot of Milwaukee stuff too. And I really like those new Milwaukee tools. They're pretty damn nice. Darren Seymour is saying, I'm on a mission to extend my garage out the side to give me more room for my tools. Yeah, run out real fast. Cousin Mike's asking if the quality inspector is the Energizer Bunny. Tabo Garage is in the chat. Oh, Tabo, it's late for you, huh? Or early. I don't really know. I need the Australian clock. Does the clock turn counterclockwise down there? Is that why the time is so different? Brain fart. 10:40 a.m. I feel you, Tabo. I woke up a little bit earlier than that today. I slept in. That's rare for me. Usually force myself to do something, but lazy day. Lazy. Now I'm sitting here smoking and running my mouth, and we've got a whopping 5 people watching. It's 1:10 p.m. here, so it must be around 11 there. Yeah, I don't know much about down there at all. I know that's where, you guys got kiwi fruit and kangaroos on the other. Like Tony said, Australia is like a big rock with kangaroos on it, and then New Zealand's like a raft. Ah, it's Sunday morning for you, Tabo. There you go. There you go. That's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. But yeah, a New Zealand raft. I think that was one of the greatest analogies I've heard from Tony. It was quite... get rid of that guy. It was quite hilarious. I laughed really hard when I heard that. But yeah, I'm just cruising. Nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. Cousin Mike's saying, debating doing a cool cave video and if I should try to get Bella in there with me. Didn't you do a video on that cave, or did you just send me pictures of it? Or were you telling me about it? You're saying there's a bunch of graffiti in there. I think you did a video on it. Tabo's saying New Zealand is a North and South island. Sometimes they refer to Australia as the West Island. It's a pretty damn big island. I've been seeing a bunch of kangaroos on, like, a bunch of videos of kangaroos messing people up, and they're all like, I had no idea those things were all aggressive and had huge claws and all that. They make them look so cute on cartoons and TV and whatnot. GTI Warriors in the chat saying, degenerates! I'm in the service truck, so I can't talk, but I'm listening. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I'm going to put you to sleep in the service truck. Oh, man. Cousin Mike's saying, this one's a 1 mile deep underground cave? That sounds pretty rad. Unfinished project saying, Mike, it's a pain in the ass, but certain exercises strengthen the muscles in your back that can help compensate for damage. Unfinished project's doing yoga. For sure he's doing yoga. I could see that. Even though I've never seen Unfinished Project. his face. It's a mystery. Terrence Seymour saying, I wondered what you thought of us, Tavo. It's Tavo. It's not even Tavo. I'm used to Tavo because guys named Gustavo go by Tavo. So, but Tavo is different. Tavo's saying you should see how cute kangaroos are bouncing off the front of a car at 70 miles per hour. Oh, good Lord. That don't sound like fun. Unfinished project saying, or have you? Dun, dun, dun. I'm just going to assume anybody who I haven't seen personally is just another account. I got nothing. Unfinished. You got to get like a Phantom of the Opera mask so you can do live streams. Cousin Mike's saying unfinished project does naked yoga in Walmart. They probably have a class. Aunt D is in the chat. Howdy, brother. How are you? You walked into naked yoga. I apologize. But alas, we always have a wide variety of subjects in this live stream, usually none of which are consequential. None. How are you, Aunt? What's going down over there? How are the cars? Anything cool happen? Did anything blow up? Unfinished is saying, yes, I plan on doing live streams in my spare time. It's not a good habit to get into, man. Look at me. I mean, I'm embarrassing myself at least once a week on there. And D saying, a Phantom of the Opera mask would greatly improve my looks. Hey, me too, man. Luckily, the drone scars are small now. But there was a while there where I was pretty harder to look at. A bunch of crap in my truck. But I'm right with you. I got this whole beard going. It's not good. It's not a good look. I look like I'm going to hijack something or take part of an Olympic team hostage. Cousin Mike saying, my problem is I have an autoimmune disease that attacks my joints. That's no joke, man. My buddy Tyler's got the whole autoimmune disease, and there's certain times of the year where he'll look like his skin will be real bad. He's hurting. You know what I mean? So I know that's no joke, man. Tabo Garage is saying I'm supposed to be in my shed now making a video specifically for US viewers. Was it a big FU video or what? It's not a Hemi 6. It's not what it was called. Cousin Mike saying unfinished project should do lives like Wilson on Home Improvement, all hiding his face. He does some of his videos like that, doesn't he? Andy's doing good. Did brakes on his wife's car. Fixed my friend's Elantra. Now trying to see a meteor shower. Badass. Dabo's laughing. It's not a Hemi 6. You really got to appreciate that whole, like, the well actually portion of YouTube. It's a special brand of folks. How'd again? It's a special brand of folks. Well, actually, this is a 1960 Chevrolet Apache 10. Well, actually, Chris Greenaway's in the chat. Howdy, Chris. Unfinished project saying I'm wearing my Just Mopar Joe shirt. Makes me 512% sexier. That's rad. Joe is a badass. Always appreciate Mopar Joe. He does some great work. Does some great work. What's going on, Chris? How are you, man? How's it up in the Great White North? The Great Yonder. Hoth, as some call it. Chris, I missed a week. I know, it was bad. I got home around 8:30 my time, and by the time I settled down, it was already 9 o'clock, which for most of you guys is around 11, 12 o'clock. So I figured I should hold off. And Dee's got a second interview on Monday as well. What for, man? What are you doing? You never know if, is it something mechanic related, or are you clubbing baby seals? Unfinished project's got to run. He's saying, I'll be back if I can. Nice, man. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Be safe out there in the big world. Safe in the big world. Oh, it's sunny up there, Chris. That's a change. Is there like 4 feet of snow when it's sunny, though? Is it like, what's it like? I don't know. CR keeps going out on me. Not smoking fast enough. Yeah, I'm just hanging out over here. I figured I was going to come out and puff the cigar. I'm like, you might as well go live too. Apparently Buck's live too. I guess a little late for him, but I don't know. I don't think I'm hurting anybody's feelings. I hope not. Anyway, you never know. I didn't think I was hurting anybody's feelings, and then Rich did a video about me. So. Yes, I struck a nerve. Oh, man. Again, folks, this video is actually sponsored by Rich 220 Automotive Restoration. Chris Greenaway is saying, having what's known as Indian summer. We got the first snow Halloween and haven't had the threat till this upcoming week. Ah, shit, that's kind of cool. A little delayed. Does that mean it'd probably be a harsher winter, though, right? You guys are all going to be frozen in. You're going to have to stay in an igloo or something. That's right. You guys do have to live in igloos. It's probably a strange existence. But it works. It works. This Olive Drab is in the chat. Howdy, Olive. How are you? Andy's saying it's for a foundry. Not sure what I would be doing, but I want to learn. Hey, it'll be good work. I applied for a foundry when my son was first born, and they wanted me to deburr different, everything they were casting and everything else. And I probably should have taken it. It would have been a good job, but I ended up getting my gig at UPS at the same time, and it fit my schedule a little better. Chris Greenaway saying, all right, Ari, yes, we do ride mooses 3 months out of the... Terrence is saying, I honestly thought Rich's channel was a parody / piss take channel or an amateur comedy show or something till I realized he was upset with everyone. Danny Boyd's in the chat, Uncle Corn Pop. Olive's not doing too bad. I'm glad to hear it, Olive. Glad to hear it. Again, I missed last Sunday, and I've been meaning to do a live stream all week. And I haven't really had the chance. And right now, I came out here to... Dan, you did not miss a thing, man. I've been here running my mouth. But yeah, I came out here to puff my cigar and chill for a second. And I'm like, well, what the hell? I might as well just go live while I'm sitting here. It ain't going to hurt nobody. So But yeah, nothing. I should be working on this damn truck or some videos or something. But I'm pretty damn tired. How are you, Dan? How's it going over there? Anything cool happen? Anything life changing? Any epiphanies? Perhaps prophetical conclusions? Chris is saying, Ari, you're going to buy my Montego GT. I wouldn't even know what to do with it, man. It'd be covered in dust. The paint would fade. I'm horrible at washing cars. I know I say it all the time, but most of the cars I've owned, I've changed the oil more than I washed them. Dan's saying, not too much. 3 days of doing nothing has been nice. That don't sound bad at all. This is one afternoon of doing nothing, and I'm feeling a little better. Got myself a good burrito. And, yeah. Nothing wild. Nothing wild here. Oh, man. The hell? Chris has felt crummy all weekend. Why? What's going down, man? You sick or you just not feeling it? Yeah, it's been uneventful, thankfully. Again, I was supposed to work today, but we kind of kicked ass at work, so they told us we could take Saturday, which kind of defeats our purpose. If we hadn't have kicked ass, we could be making more money. So I don't know how to feel about that. I guess that's a strange outlook to have. I don't know. Oh, I was saying I had some kind of cold just in time for return of allergy season. Oh, man. I'm lucky. I don't have too many allergies or nothing. Every now and then there'll be dust. Dust gets me sometimes if it's the right proper tomb dust. Or grinding rust. Grinding rust will get me too. Chris is saying, I already got that diesel mechanic money, rolling Cubans and lighting them up like it was nothing. I think these are Dominican, Chris. It's an Arturo Fuente. It's a 858 cigar. This one's the Maduro. It's like a $12 cigar or something like that. Maybe a little more after tax. What the hell? I'm hearing shit over here. I'm losing it, guys. Yeah, Chris, I don't spend too much money on my cigars. I haven't been doing much. I don't drink much. I don't smoke cigarettes or nothing, so it's kind of cool just to kind of light one up and just kind of zoom out a little bit on the weekends. So I'll smoke like one cigar a week, maybe no cigar at all most of the time. But again, it's just Saturday. I'm chilling. I figured I'd pop in, say hello to you guys. Make sure to check in. I know I don't usually miss a Sunday doing a live stream, so I felt pretty bad about that. But again, I got back real late. I got back probably about 9 o'clock here, which again puts it around midnight for everybody else. So it seemed excessive. After I've done some late after the Tonys, but that was like 8 o'clock, a little bit later, but not that late. Nafi Islam is in the chat. Howdy, brother. Our brethren from Bangladesh. Welcome, man. How are you? Chris is saying, when are you not losing it? The propellers are everywhere. They're in the trees, man. Propellers in the trees. Whoa, Nafi saying, Alhamdulillah. I'm fine. Good to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Dan saying, while raking, you smoked a cigar while raking the leaves? That's pretty gangster, man. Everyone's looking like, what the hell is this kid doing? Yeah, they're pretty nice. I mean, these ones are affordable. They're tasty, and it's not too wild. If I'm celebrating something, I might buy a more expensive cigar, but I don't have much to celebrate, so. Yeah, I'm hanging out. It's a beautiful day here. It rained a little bit in the morning, but all day it's been kind of cloudy. Right now the sunset's pretty gorgeous. Should probably share that with you guys, but I don't want to get up. Dan saying I prefer to chew. Tavo saying, I'm disappointed. Bought a cheap RC helicopter, which is already broken. I was going to feature it for a moment in the next video. Nafi Islam saying, I will try to go to Germany. I want to go to Germany. That sounds rad. The hell you honking about? The hell? Yeah, Dan, I used to dip a little bit when I work nights, but it seems excessive. A little bit excessive. Unless I really need the energy. That's all I did it for, is to kind of bring myself back to life. But it's a different experience than the cigar. Nafi Islam saying, what about Germany for automobile engineering, specifically student? Hey, it could work. I mean, there's contracting companies you could apply for, like the one I work for. They outsource labor to automakers, and that's probably a good place to start. Terrence is saying, my cigar yesterday was smuggled into the country by a mate who went to Cuba for a holiday. She bought them from a local farm and came in a deal bag. They're pretty rough. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a real Cuban. I've got a lot of Dominican, some Nicaraguan. There's one brand I want to try is Liana's Dos Palmas. They're from Charleston, North Carolina. And I really want to try one, but I don't find them anywhere, and I don't really want to order a whole damn box of them because I don't smoke that many cigars. I'm justified buying a box. But yeah, Terrence. Well, cruising and having a stogie is pretty pleasant here and there. That's for sure. Probably looks like a total scene, me cruising around with a cigar in this truck and everything else. But what are you gonna do? I guess just own it. I guess. Mexican Specs in the chat. Howdy, brother. How are you? Yeah, I missed last Sunday. It was quite. I was kind of bummed about it. I like doing my live streams on a Sunday night, getting everybody together and us yapping. But again, I'm trying to make up for it now, and I don't know if I'm making up for it. Does Nothing Special is in the chat. Howdy, brother. But yeah, I'll definitely still go live tomorrow night, unless I'm completely indisposed, which is doubtful. But again, I wanted to do another live stream this week, and I've been trying to do one. I was going to do one Monday night, but Cousin Mike was live, Outfits Garage was live, and Tall Garage was live. So I ended up just watching Mike's live stream. I was enjoying that. I like tuning into Cousin Mike. There's a lot of interesting folks in there, and Mike's damn hilarious. So It's always fun tuning into that. And the rest of the week, I was pretty damn out of it. Thursday night, I had to go visit some friends. And this place being the evil hellhole that it is, it took me 52 minutes to drive 14 miles. It was bad. Mexican Specs asking Dan how he's doing. Obviously not the details, Nafi, but I've heard they're welcoming skilled labor, or I guess people becoming that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of shameful, you know what I mean? I feel like true apprenticeships are almost dead. You rarely get people skilled enough to teach other people anymore, and if they do have the skills, they don't, really want to teach anybody. A lot of the time, it seems like. Pancho. But it's Mexican Spec saying, Terrence Seymour, I'm very familiar with your car. Mine was a black Newport convertible. Never got it running though. It's fun to tow. All saying, since you know pretty good German's not tremendously different as a language. German's that's a great language. I like, it's like they really trim the fat. There's not a lot of BS. Which is kind of makes it difficult for me to communicate with my German, Swiss German speaking friends, because all the idioms and stuff that they just do not translate. Mexican Spec saying, hey Ari, I drove up to the border to deliver the beetle to the buyer. Almost ended up in a Mexican jail. What the hell happened, man? Mexican Spec would be awesome. I want to paint mine someday. Ivory is a bit bland. The hell's on me? Something's on me. Ivory is a bit bland. I kind of like the cream color. I'd love to paint this truck just the original Neptune green if I ever got the chance. But that doesn't seem like it's happening anytime soon. So just drive it. Just always drive it. It's the only way to do it. Saying Mexican Spec saying I rented a trailer to tow the Beetle up there. I for sure wasn't going to drive it. Mexican Spec, you should have given me a call, man. I would have come down to the border. Paid your ransom or whatever. Olive saying I'd likely keep the Ivory. Just add spunky wheels. Afi Islam saying I'm also learning the German language. That's cool, man. It's a good language. Mexican Spec saying, I didn't know the VIN on the trailer was one digit off, and when they inspected it, they threatened to put me in jail. They assume it was stolen. It's probably because the record that follows you around, man. They know all your tricks. No, I'm kidding. That sounds like a pretty hectic situation. My pops had an apartment down there for a while, and when he moved his stuff out of it, they gave him all kinds of hell coming back over the border. Olive saying it's kind of my style. Keep the granny colors. Add like mags or something. Terrence is saying I might keep the Ivory and add a stripe on the trunk to break it up on the road. Mexican Spec saying we called the guy who rented me the trailer. He talked to the officers. He knows somebody very powerful in Sonora. And after he talked to them, they told us to go. Hey, as long as you're all right, man. Again, that sounds pretty damn hectic. That's one of my it really bums me out, you know what I mean? I would love to visit Mexico, but I don't really feel like flying. I would love to drive down there, but that's a damn liability in and of itself, so I feel you there, man. But, what are you going to do, I guess? But you're able to sell the Beetle? Tabo's saying, Mexican Spec, I'll email you later to discuss the details for the colored stripy blanket. It's called a serape. Nafi Islam saying, I'm interested with the reconditioning business. A lot of business there. Excellent Spec saying, when I arrived in Nogales, the hotel, my transmission line and the radiator exploded. It's because you drive a Dodge, man. No, I'm kidding. That sounds very hectic. Were you able to get a decent quick fix on it or no? I was saying Nafi Islam, Germany's mostly about manufacturing. That's for sure. That is for certain. It cost Mexican Spec 4,600 pesos, or about $7 US, to repair it. There was a plastic part inside the hose that failed. The friggin' transmission oil was 259 pesos, about $1.29 per liter, and it needed 9 liters. Good Lord. So that's like, yeah, that's not cheap. So for about $12 US, Mexican Spec was able to fix his car. That's a joke. I think it's about 20 pesos for the dollar right now. Is it less right now, Mexican Spec, or is it more? Because it kind of fluctuates between 18 and 25 pesos per dollar. Mexican Spec saying, but a mobile mechanic came out Saturday morning to fix it. I have a new contact when I need something up there. That's cool. At least, I mean, it'll help for business, especially if you're transporting a lot of cars. You need to know somebody. No, it's getting close to 17. That's cool. The peso's strong right now. Andy's saying, I'm back. Now talking about cigars. They grow the shade tree tobacco all around me for the cigar wrappers. Andy, are you down there in, what is it, like Carolina area, kind of like that, or Virginia? Mexican Spec saying, my buddy's cousin lives there, but I don't like people that give excuses. Excuses are for the incompetent. Yeah, especially if you need to get something done. It sucks having people who don't get stuff done. Mexican Spec saying, I have two 1999 Ram Chargers that can cross in the next 2 weeks. Now I need 2 buyers. Yeah. That's a tough one because that's a smog era car. You'd have to probably sell it to someone in Arizona. Because, I mean, trying to pass smog with that damn thing, unless you know somebody, would probably be pretty difficult. All I'm saying, yeah, back in western Massachusetts, they grow a lot of wrapper tobacco. Basically unsmokable, but no bugs to make holes. Hey, Brian M's in the chat. Howdy, Brian. I met up with Brian last weekend to finally give him the grease bucket for the Traeger that I gave him. And it was cool. We hung out for a while. We were BSing. You got to see the Dart in all of her rotting glory. What do we miss here? Danny Boyd saying California can go suck it. Mexican Spec saying the cousin I knew was there for a short time and I wanted to talk to him. He said his car was not working. Told him to get into an Uber. All I'm saying, yeah, Georgia won't emissions test except for if you live in Atlanta. Huh. Mexican Spec saying I need somebody that's a problem solver. Yeah. That's tough nowadays. A lot of people don't feel like doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, the emissions thing's a bit ridiculous. You know what I mean? There's so many cars, post 74 cars that, you know, very easy to service, get running, and everything else. But you know, getting them smogged is a pain, absolute pain. If it's over 30 in Texas, no emission. Tennessee is the Wild West in the East. Yeah, Texas. I mean, that's reasonable. You know what I mean? Like, why the hell would you? I don't know. Assuming that, because I mean that emissions equipment itself doesn't age well. The cars age fine, but everything else kind of falls apart. It seems like, but that would be really cool if it was like that here. I would love to have a nice '80s pickup, or hell, a lot of those cars. Mexican spec saying my Beetle customer is in Tennessee and he imports cars from Japan and gets the titles right away. That's cool. Well, you know how it is. You worked here, man. It's very. You better have some money if you're trying to do anything like that. Hell, it cost me $270 just to register this damn truck. Olive saying, of course, if I had a Ram Charger here like that, I could probably make it pass. I don't like to pollute if I don't have to. California would complain if I modified to make it clean. You have to pollute, Olive. That's the best part. Mexican spec saying, I've just come to the conclusion I won't send any cars to California. Yeah. Yeah. If I finally get a couple bucks, I'd like to buy one from you, but you know, it'll be something old. Old. Craig Chitto's in the chat saying New York is 25 years. It's all BS anyway. My friend had a ZZ4 and a Monte Carlo. No cats, passed emissions for the 305. Nice. Nice. I was like, huh? Random say Mexican spec. I've heard of a place that will pass you if you paid them $500, but probably not worth the risk. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Crooked smog guy is the way to go, but Tabo, it was about $270, 960 Australian. Good Lord. What's the conversion on that? How many US dollars? That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that. All of I basically drive a tractor that has some automotive amenities. Simple. You got to keep it as simple as possible, because if it wasn't simple, I wouldn't understand it. Whew. Well, yeah, guys, I'm probably going to get off of here. I just came out to puff my cigar a little bit and yap at you guys. But I'm definitely going to do my stream tomorrow night, and I hope to see everybody there. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I feel bad for missing last Sunday, but I didn't want to keep you guys up all night, or myself for that matter. Mexican spec, because it's a superior truck. But yeah, guys, I'll definitely I'll talk to everybody tomorrow night. I hope you guys are having a good evening. I'm probably gonna clean some stuff up. I'm gonna try to do a couple videos. I've been dodging for a while, but I don't know if I got it in me. But yeah, it'll be mellow over here. And again, we're definitely going live tomorrow night. So I'll see you guys then. Everybody be safe. And until tomorrow, make sure to check your fluids very seriously. Thanks, guys.